Everybody, look who's here. Marco Polo.
Hello.
Marco
Polo.
So we just went on a date. Last week, I messaged our neighbor. Our kids like to play together quite a bit. And I said, would you ever be open to doing like a child care swap? And you and your husband can go out, and then me and Markie can go out, because we usually go out twice a year, Valentine's Day and our anniversary, maybe our birthday, depending. So that might be 3 times a year. And I thought maybe we could make that a little more often. That'd be kind of nice, right? Because you like me a little bit.
Yes, I like you.
I feel like you had to think about that.
I'll take it.
So anyway, their week was last week. Our week is right now, today. And we've got just about 25 minutes until we have to go pick up our lovelies. And I thought we would do our little game of questions. But this one's kind of fun because it's where there's a word and then you just maybe have a story or a thought about that. So this could get really interesting, and maybe my arm will get tired. Let's see if I can hold it up here. Okay, so ready?
I'm ready. Go.
Okay, ready? Go. Chin.
Chin? A story about a chin?
Or, you know, what does chin make you think about?
Chin. I don't know. I don't really like looking at people's chins.
What?
Yeah, this is not something you really look at, is it?
Sure it is, because it's part of your mouth.
But when you're talking to somebody, you don't look at their mouth, do you?
I look at their
No, you
their
don't
mouth and their eyes.
Yeah.
And their chin and
Yeah.
all the bits and pieces.
I would just look at their eyes. It'd be weird if you're talking to somebody, you're just looking at their chin.
Well, yeah, that's not what you should do.
Is that Excuse me.
I'm up here.
I'm
Look
up here.
At, eyes, please. Eyes. Okay, that's interesting. I have no story about chin.
No stories about chins? What is the point of a chin?
Well, it's to round out your face and to have a bottom to your jaw.
Yeah, I guess so.
Do they still call, when you have the little dent in your chin, do they call that a butt chin?
A butt chin, yeah.
No, there's got to be another word for that. Dimple chin?
Yeah.
I did say dimple. I don't know if that sounded like something else.
Yeah. And if you do this, you could have a double chin.
I have a pretty good double chin. Let me see it. No, push it in. Inward. You don't know how to do a double chin. Good try. Okay, next one. Train station.
Train station. I remember when I went to New York, the train stations, on the subway station, you could see the rats running around on the tracks.
It's disgusting.
Yeah. And sometimes they'll just walk like right over your feet.
Stop now. Yeah. Well, when I was in New York City, we were on the subway, not a train station, but subway, and we were on a mission trip type thing. But the girl that was with us, she fell asleep because she was on a medication that made her kind of drowsy, and she fell asleep on it. So we all got off, and I guess nobody noticed that she wasn't with us. We had to wait around until she returned to us. Thankfully, I mean, she was of age that she could care for herself fine once she awoken, but yeah. As far as a train goes, I'm sure I've been on an actual train, but I don't recall it. Maybe if my dad's watching, he can write a story in the comments, because I don't know. How about forest?
Forest? Oh, one time behind my house, I was walking in the woods. We had these woods behind our house. We lived out in the country. I was probably like maybe 14 or something like that. Maybe 15 or 16. And I saw something very rare.
Squatch.
No, it wasn't squatch.
What was it?
It was a black coyote.
A black coyote?
Yeah.
Because they're usually brown.
Yeah, they're usually brown or gray. Gray's brown. A black coyote is very rare. And I saw one.
How do you know that it was a coyote?
And it was just looking at me.
It was sizing you up, maybe thinking, well, I don't normally see this.
Yeah, like I was just traipsing around in the woods, and it knew I was there before I saw it. And I mean, it looks like a coyote except black, pitch black.
Huh.
Yeah, pure black.
Okay. I went on a camp, like I went to a church camp type thing. And we were walking through the woods. I don't know if you'd call it a forest, but we were walking through the woods. And back in the day, in like the early 1900s, they had built a pool, like you go swimming in, in the way of a stream that was going through this wooded area. And so the natural stream water would fill up this pool. But at the time when we went around, walking around, it no longer had enough water to fill up the pool. But I thought it was very interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Yeah. I'm sorry if my phone keeps going up and down. My arm's getting tired. I need to do more weightlifting to hold this up. We didn't bring our stand. Okay. Oh, monkey.
Monkey?
What do you have to say about monkey?
I don't really like monkeys. I think
Yeah, you don't. What is up with
I
that?
just think they're kind of gross.
I think they're fascinating. Digging through each other's hair.
I like gorillas and orangutans.
Orangutans?
But
Orangutans?
yeah, there's no G in orangutan. It's just a
That doesn't matter.
orangutan is what it is.
It is the acceptable way to say orangutan.
Yeah, but there's no G at the end. There's no. But yeah, I don't really like monkeys. I think they're kind of. I always thought it would be cool though to have a capuchin monkey.
Really? With a
Yes.
little hat?
The one that would like sit on your shoulder and you could walk around.
That would be cute.
That would be cool.
Aw. Alright, that's an
Did we go to
idea.
the zoo and a monkey had to stick up its butt or something?
Yes, we went to our local zoo, which there was something big hanging out of the monkey's tush, and we all were so perplexed. There was a lot of laughter. The children were very curious as to what was going on. I think maybe I was the most curious. I'm like, what in the Wuddy McWutterson is that? It was different. It was different. Uh-oh, I lost my questions. Hold on. Cruise.
Cruise. Never been on a cruise.
What a sad thing.
Well, I don't know what I'm missing, so.
Would you ever want to go on a cruise?
I mean, I would go. I would do it if you really wanted to do it.
You would suffer through.
But it's not something I'd be really excited about. I would feel like I'm trapped. Like, how do
No, it's so big and there's just so much to do.
I'm gonna sleep in a closet.
No, you don't have to sleep in a closet. But you don't really want to be in your room. That's not why you go on a cruise. You go to be out in the, well, if you're going on like a Caribbean cruise or something, you want to be out in the sun.
Yeah.
Maybe an Alaskan cruise, you don't need to worry about being in the sun, but you probably still want to be outside seeing stuff. Outside of the room.
Yeah.
I went on a cruise when I was 17, and it's the only cruise I've been on. And it was amazing. I still have dreams about it. I loved our little server. You go to the same place every night and you sit at the same table. Sometimes you have to share the table with others. And you just get to know your server, and there's like a big party at the end that you dress up and everybody's dancing.
Did anybody get sick?
The only time I got sick is I got off on a little boat and went out into the middle of the ocean on a sandbar and fed the stingrays. And that boat was I had a hard time. And then when I got home, I had to go to our room while everybody was at dinner because the barfinator was really getting me good.
Oh man. But you didn't get food poisoning?
No food poisoning at all, no. But there were tons of people with patches behind their ear to help with motion sickness. But I didn't have that problem.
Yeah.
So,
I'll take you on a cruise.
You will?
I'll do it.
Oh, that's wonderful. Worm. Oh yeah, I forgot we had coffee.
Worm? Is that what you
Worm. What's your story about a worm?
said? Story about a worm.
Are you guys feeling ill? Are you getting motion sickness by the amount of jiggle jackle going on here?
Yeah, this isn't the smoothest road. Sorry. You can show them the cows.
Oh, well, I think they're way off in the distance there. I recently told a farmer at church, I said, oh, we'd love to go for country drives. And he's like, country drives? I live in the country. I was like, well, I know, but I don't. But I live close by.
I don't have any stories about worms. I don't think. Do you?
Do I have a story about
Didn't you eat a worm one time?
No, but I have eaten a
What did you eat?
cricket. Wait, what's the black thing?
A cricket.
Okay, yeah, I ate a cricket. I was a part of a contest. There was a group of us, and we had this contest thing, like, how fast can you type something, or jump over this thing, or find this thing, and one of them was to eat a bug. And I did it.
And you did it.
I wouldn't do it now.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I would. If it was for the team. I'll take one for the team. I don't know if I could do. Nah, I probably wouldn't do it. There's a lot of stuff you'll do when you're 18. You'll do a lot of crazy stuff. Nothing about a worm. Well, do you remember when we moved into our current house, the day that we did, it had rained the day before? Or the night or something, and it was covered with worms? Wasn't that day that we moved?
Yes. Yeah.
And the kids were terrified Of the worms.
Yeah, like it rained so much, they're like about to drown, so they come up out of the ground.
But I've never seen that many worms.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm.
It was covering the whole driveway.
I think that's why they come out.
Yeah, because they can't breathe, and they're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And then the birds are like, yes, it's our moment.
Yeah. Give us another. What do you got?
A tisk, get a tat. Stage.
Stage.
What do you know about stages?
I've been on a few.
Yeah?
Yeah, me and you have been on a lot of stages.
We sure have.
Life is a stage.
Okay. Now it's getting weird. Yeah, I'm trying to think. The first time I was on stage, 2nd grade.
Did you ever get stage fright?
Yes,
Yeah.
Terrified. 2nd grade, we were doing like this little chorus type thing, you know, everything, but it was sort of a story at the same time. And I was a mountain. So I had kind of this Swedish looking outfit on, and then this thing on my head that was made of probably paper bags. I looked ridiculous, but it was a mountain on my head to show that I was the mountain, I guess. And then I think one of the times really that I had my first moment on stage of like solo and whatever, 8th grade. I was wearing a black skirt, white shirt, black sweater. It was, I don't know what we were doing, but you could have a little solo moment. What I did for love. What did I know in 8th grade? What I did for love. Yeah, that was the song I sang. Terrified. But you know what? You keep on keeping on with it, you get better at it, I guess.
Yep.
Okay. What about any stage experiences you want to share?
The first time I was on stage, I think I was in preschool or kindergarten.
Okay, we're going way back.
And I was dressed up like a sunflower. Like you had your face sticking out of the flower. Yeah. I don't think I've ever had stage fright.
No, you wouldn't.
But yeah, I've been in plays. Well, both of us have been done
Yeah?
acting, like in musicals and that sort of thing.
Yes. You did Scrooge.
Yeah. But it's like one of those things, it's like once you're on stage, it's like, you know what? I'm already here, so
Might as well just go with
I
it.
might as well just go ahead and do this. It's like,
Yeah.
it's more of like the anticipation of it, I think, that can make you get. You know what I do when I'm nervous is I yawn. Do you do that?
Yes, because you're not breathing enough. I start to feel cold and then I yawn a bunch. Yes. Oh, I'm glad to know I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
But then Marcus and I traveled a lot. We did music quite a bit.
Yeah.
So, and you did it before me, after me. You know, there's been lots.
Yeah. So we've gotten used to seeing people out in the crowd and.
Yeah, sometimes it's almost more comfortable, but then other times it's still scary a little bit.
Yeah. The reactions on people's faces when they're.
Yeah, you try not to look at people's faces because you have no idea. Like, if you were to look at Marcus, you would think whatever you would think. I don't know. Or you look, there's people's resting faces. My resting face, I have no idea what it looks like.
Yeah.
Do I have a resting face?
Mm-hmm.
What is it? Come now. With the mouth open?
No. I'm just joking.
Maybe if I'm watching a movie and something is surprising, maybe it would be.
What's my resting face?
Squinted eyes just up a little bit, and you're thinking. Yeah. Smoke.
Smoke?
Sweet Jesus, there's a fire.
I don't know. The smell of like burning cedar, it smells so good. It's like a perfume almost. It smells so good.
Yeah.
We love a nice fall burning leaves smoke.
Yes.
Smell.
Yes. So I was born in Germany, and where we lived, there was a lot of apartments. So I'm sure most apartments are like this, but you walk through the front door, there's where the mailboxes are. And back in the day, they had newspapers. So there'd be like the newspaper smell and then the smoke smell, because everybody smoked, it seemed like. And so you'd have that combo. So every now and again, like if I walk into Barnes & Noble and I get that big whoosh of paper smell, then I think paper, and then I'm like, oh, a cigarette just feels nostalgic and kind of like, oh, not that we smoke, but it's just something, it reminds me of my childhood. But
Do you know I used to smoke a pipe?
You actually put stuff in it and smoked it?
Yeah, you get tobacco.
What?
Yeah. and you tamp it down in there, and I don't know, smoke a pipe.
Did you get sick?
No.
You knew what to do?
I didn't really. You don't really like inhale pipe smoke. You puff
Oh.
it. Yeah.
It's just for looks. Puffing it out like you're
Yeah.
cool. You're trying to be cool.
No, like
Little
cigarettes, you inhale, but pipe smoke, it's more of like you're just kind of, you're not really sucking it into your.
Okay.
At least I didn't. I didn't do that.
Right.
It showed. Yeah, that was in my 20s. I did that for like a few years.
A few years.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's not like you do it every day. It was like, it's more like a recreational pipe smoker.
I see. I didn't know. Well, now I know. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How about?
Has your view of me changed now?
No.
Oh.
I knew you had a pipe, and maybe I knew that you had smoked it before.
It's just a main reference.
Yeah. Oh, we've all done interesting things in our life. You want to tell me about Skull?
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 Did I say that right? Skull. 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 I don't know how to say a skull.
It's not with an A, is it?
Skull.
With a U. A skull?
Skull.
Yeah.
School.
We all have skulls. Mm-hmm.
You got anything else to say about
A skull. No. When you were in high school in biology class, did you have a skeleton?
No.
We had one of those. It's a real skeleton.
Ew, what?
Yeah.
No.
It was in like a closet, and they used it for biology, so you knew all the bones.
The neck bone's connected to the shoulder
Hip bone and
The hip bone. Terry's gonna have to get that song down better. Can see why you didn't do too well. Skull. I don't think I have anything to say about that. I was hoping you did.
Yeah. Well, I thought you said skull like Vikings would say skull, like cheers, you know? Skull. S-K-O-L.
Oh.
But you meant like the bone.
Sure. Yeah. Do you have anything that you want to say about a windmill?
A windmill.
I've slept in a windmill.
You slept in a windmill?
Wait, did I? Yeah, an old windmill. It had no heat.
Like an old one.
Like my dad. If my dad's in the comments, he'll know. Where did we sleep? I remember there was a pond and there was tadpoles. An old windmill? I'm pretty sure. Was it in Holland? I think it was. Sometimes my stories, though, get a little bit confused. So I'll have my dad verify that one. My brother would know, too. I don't know if he'll watch this.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say about a windmill?
Well, actually, just the other day I was reading about the people who windmill technicians, and they'll just spend all day 300 feet in the air.
That would be something.
Working on these windmills. It's pretty cool.
Wow.
I don't know. I guess I don't really have anything.
You don't. Wow. Okay. Do you want to tell me about Tool?
Tool?
Tool.
Tools?
Are you a tool?
I want to get a table saw.
What do you want to do with that?
I want to build a canoe.
Oh, that's right, a canoe.
Yeah.
He does want to build a canoe.
Someday. Out of cedar.
Oh, yeah. We saw a movie, or a part of a movie, The Boys on the River, The Boys
in the boat.
Boys in the Boat.
Yeah.
And they had a scene where they made this boat. What kind of boating were they doing? What's it called? Was I there for this? Did I even watch it?
Those were rower. It was rowing.
Rowing.
Yeah.
Okay, but they came out, the boat that they made, it was so beautiful.
Yeah. That's called a racing shell.
A racing shell.
Yeah.
Wow, way to go. You know stuff.
Yeah, so I need a table saw, a miter saw, a sander. Yeah, there's quite a few tools.
Yeah, and then something to bend the wood. The hood. Whoa. Whoa, it's bumpy.
Meghan is actually really good with tools.
I am?
Oh, yeah.
I do like to use tools.
Yeah.
It's kind of a thing. I wish I knew how to use them even more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's really handy. She could fix stuff. She fixes stuff all the time.
I'm thinking about fixing the casement in, like, the crank on our windows. I looked it up on YouTube. It doesn't seem too difficult, but I don't know. Because I've never done such a thing. But it would be a lot cheaper if I fixed it as compared to hiring somebody to fix it. It's a nerdy thing. You just like to, do something, accomplish it. Yeah. Do you want to tell me one more thing about the post office, please?
The post office? What about the post office?
I don't know. You tell me.
I've been there. I've been to one.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Me too. I've been to the post office quite a bit.
That's our story. I appreciate the post office.
I do too. I do too. You know, they used to send children through the post office. Back.
Through the post office?
Yes! You put a little thing on them. Take them to Aunt Julie. And now you've got this random child being taken around by some man you don't know. That's terrifying. Never could I ever imagine such a thing.
That's, I can't believe they did that.
I just watched or read the book, The Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society. And they're talking about when they had sent their kids away to like protect them during World War II. Just sending them away for years. I can't. It's too much. Anyway, that's all about the post office.
That's all I got.
Yeah. So, thanks for coming on our date with us, guys. I'm going to drink my coffee. We've got how many minutes until the children? Well, I mean, do you have something you want to talk?
Let's see. Oh, there's like 20 here you didn't
I know,
do.
but I just...
Log. Ever seen a log?
I've seen, yes. I have one in the backyard.
Nail. I have scars from nails that I've just... Where is it?
Scratched you? Or did you try to nail gun yourself?
Nope. When I was a kid, got scratched with nails. Rusty nails. And
I stepped on a staple. That's about as close as I got.
Yep.
And that was back in the day when, you would have those iodine swabs at home. And so you put the iodine on there so you wouldn't get infection or something.
Candle.
I love candles. I love candles.
Piano.
I learned how to play the piano so that I could do music at a church because they said the only way you can do it is if you learn the piano, so I did. I wouldn't say I'm the most amazing, but this guy knows piano.
Me?
Yes, you. That was your first instrument, yeah?
Yeah, it was.
Then he's got the guitar and he's got the drums. You could play bass. Have you played bass before? Oh.
Yep.
How about the clarinet?
Nope. No. Didn't play the clarinet.
I played the flute and the violin. Violin in 4th grade. Flute in 7th. Piano when I was 20. That's all I got.
Rainbow. Have you ever seen
a double rainbow?
A double rainbow or a full rainbow?
I've never seen a full rainbow, but they're just out here. We were talking one time to the neighbor and saw a beautiful, bright rainbow. Have you seen a full rainbow?
No.
Was that your stomach or mine?
I think that was my stomach. Passport.
I have a passport, and the first time I used my passport was when I was an itty-bitty baby.
Match.
Start flames.
Monkey.
We've already done that one.
Tip.
A tip.
Map.
Let's
go through my stairs.
I know nothing about stairs.
Basket.
I have a basket.
World. Do you love the world?
I love the world.
I love the world. Glue. Have you ever glued your fingers together?
Okay, yeah. I got super glue on my finger one time, and I remember I didn't want my dad to know, or my mom, and so I was just like, isn't that crazy when you get glue on your finger? What if you glued your fingers together? And I was trying to talk about it like it didn't happen to me, but it did, and it left glue on my finger for quite some time until I guess I could shed it off. I don't know. Are you going to answer these two?
Here's a good one.
Okay.
Whale. Meghan did not know that a narwhal was a real creature.
Had zero knowledge of this. Listen, when you're watching Buddy the Elf in the movie Elf, that narwhal doesn't look real.
No, I don't think a narwhal is a whale. It might be like a porpoise in the porpoise family, but still, that's what the first thing that came to mind was that you didn't know that a narwhal.
Until just recently, like within the last year or two. Yeah. Yep. I did used to watch the movie Free Willy quite a bit. You know the part where the whale jumps over him and he puts his hand up in the air? The part where he throws the fish into the whale's mouth. Free Willy.
Free Willy.
Yeah.
Hotel. What's the best hotel you've ever been in?
The best hotel I've ever been in?
You never been in a 5-star hotel? No?
I'd actually rather stay at like a resort. I feel like
A
those
resort.
are better.
Yeah.
You know that when we stayed in town that one time, right after Nolan was born.
Yeah.
Fam, that was a nice one.
That was a nice one.
But it was also kind of COVID time, and nobody was there.
Yeah, we do more resorts, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. And this one says scale.
Scale. I like to weigh food. I don't do it very often because most of American, what's the word? Labels are not in grams.
Yeah.
Like recipes aren't in grams, but I actually enjoy cooking with a scale. Like if I'm baking, I feel like it's very accurate. It's kind of cool.
Cloud.
I love cloud.
Wasn't the kids there telling us that clouds weigh a lot?
Yes, they do weigh a lot.
They do?
Until the rain just freak comes on down.
Yeah.
Are you going to tell me about cloud?
Cloud? I just did. I had a tornado go over my house one time.
That's scary.
Yeah. It was loud.
Oh, what?
In
What?
Cantrell, yeah, when we lived in Cantrell.
Wow. Oh,
Yeah.
my hand. Okay. My hand was starting to
We
cramp.
all got in the bathroom in the basement.
Wow, that would be really scary.
And whoosh.
We had a really bad tornado here in 2006, but I was on my way to Ireland at the time. So when I landed in Ireland, I called my roommate, and she's like, "Why are you calling me from Ireland?" And I was like, "Because I wanted to make sure you were alive and okay." But it took the roof off of the Walmart, and my friend was working there. And they said it was pretty scary.
Yeah, it is, it's intense, for sure.
That would be intense.
Yeah. All right, well, that's all we got
Okay.
for our game. What was that game? What was that? We did?
It was, well, it said like 20 questions on the top, but it was 20 words.
20
maybe.
words, yeah.
I kind of like that. That's interesting. All right. You guys take care. We're going to go pick up our children, drink our coffee, take our dog outside, and yeah.
Call it a night.
Call it a night. That was a fun date, dear.
Yep.
Ping.
Success.
We get all of our good thinking done on our dates.
On our dates.
We do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you guys have an amazing day. We'll talk with you really soon.
Yep. We'll see you soon.